Hey, see DC-53, I'm with you. Mike Hilton might get Minka being Minka again. Yes, because Mike Hilton, you know he a dog with a capital D-double-O-G. Come on, man. Mike off of that puppy child. He back with that big back, then played in big-time games, that been in a confetti game as well. Come on, man. The way Mike then grown and developed, man, throughout his career, man, I'm so proud of that dude, man. Like, seeing these guys, man, come into the league, man, and when they have that little bit of adversity early on, man, whether you go undrafted, whether you get released, like for him, undrafted, released from New England, we come and, pick him up. And it's like, man, figure it out. Get on the moving train. We got a draft pick in here by the name of Cam Sutton. He's great at coverage. You're great at blitzing and hitting people. Make it work. Figure it out. And, he continues to evolve. And you look at the career he's put together out in Cincinnati, man, the contract and everything, etc. He's definitely one of those guys to me that I'm interested, in bringing him back. If, the time calls for it and, everything could get worked out the right way. Yeah, I'm definitely a Mike Hilton guy, man. I'm all for pedigree. I'm all for guys that have played on big stages and make plays in some of those games, man. And he's homegrown. That's the other part. We know Mike knows us, and it helps, in the division because you're taking a starter away from a team that's had him start for the past couple of years, and now we're bringing them back to the function and ultimately making them have to figure out some other ways to figure out their defense, which we know at times has been atrocious. But that's kind of how I look at it, man. If I was going to bring, him back, man. But shout out to Cincinnati and all the nonsense they got going on over there. I hope it continues to be terrible for them. All right. All righty. Got a couple minutes too before we hit up the homie TG. Ooh, CeeLo don't be liking age. Hilton's old. I didn't know old meant you couldn't play no more. Why? When is that how that works, man? You get to a certain age, you just can't play no more. I just ain't know, man. Hey, I mean, I get it. You might not be too, fond of him leaving and free agency and stuff like that, but it's like, dang, Mike can't play no more. All right, I ain't know. That's all. But shout out, man. Last year still productive player. Yeah, still pretty productive, man. Oh, had 5 PBUs, had a pick in this thing, 16 games, 73 tackles, 12 for a loss, little QB hit. Year before that, 2 of them picks, 84 tackles, 12 for a loss, 2 QB hits. Man, sheesh, year before that, yeah, 4 picks. Dog, all right, 60 tackles, 4 for a loss, 4 QB. I'm just that bad. I get it. I do get it though, man. I get it, man. He's about to be 31 years old. Turns 31. That would be the 9th. So that's Sunday, I think it is. So I get it, man. I get it. But to me, I just, I think that he's a player that can still help us, man. I think he's a player that definitely has juice still in the tank. And I think he's still hungry. And that's the other part that I like about him, man. So like I said, man, for me, that's the one that I would like to return because it would also be at the right price too, man. Mike Hilton ain't breaking the bank at this stage. So when you're talking about bringing a guy in that, number one, the impact of him coming in, it pushes Beanie Bishop. It lets Beanie Bishop know, number one, you had a great first year in this league, but nothing is ever given. Nothing is handed out. And you have to work and prove it each and every year. You have to prove that, man, I belong on this roster next year. And to me, I think that Mike Hilton, that veteran savviness, along with the continued production, both regular season and postseason, I think it's a little bit more intriguing. Obviously, we went the route with Cam Sutton. We know that was just weird because of the suspension and just the nature of everything surrounding him. Mike Hilton would be a different conversation, though. To me, I'm very much intrigued by that. And at 31 years old, I'm not trying to have him for the next 5 years. I'm talking about 2 years tops, 2 to 3 years tops. You know what I mean? Like, that's where we're at with this thing. But I think that helps our defense out a lot more. I think it gives you more versatility, more body types to put in that slot, and just another one of those proven commodities, man. So, yeah, I don't get skittish because of the age, man. I look at the production. I look at what I'm seeing on tape. And to me, Mike can still play. If we want him to be an exclusive cover guy, you're asking him to do the wrong thing, and you're going to be feeling let down. No different if you ask Cam Sutton to be a box linebacker and say, man, make 80-plus tackles like we see Mike Hilton do at that nickel slot, which is very similar to a box linebacker. You just got to know what you're looking for and what you're trying to get accomplished out of it. But to me, man, yeah, Mike Hilton can give me a lot of that. So that's why, yeah, I'm pro Mike Hilton over here, man. All right. But shout out, man. I do like that.